Okay, we should be good to go, right? And I still have transcoding options on the stream. That's good. I must be hitting some sort of metrics to please Twitch in some fashion. Never had transcoding options before. That's really fucking good. Thank you, Twitch, I guess. I mean, I've had it now for like a week, pretty much on every stream. So I don't really know what's happening there. Because I still see people complaining about not getting transcoding options. Like even affiliates and that sometimes. I was looking last night just to be sure, because it's like it's been 8 days since basically every stream I've done has had transcoding options. So I don't know whether like Shroud and Ninja leaving Twitch has opened up some server space, quite a bit of server space for the likes of me to look into it, or whether I am hitting some sort of like hidden metric that was like, yeah, we want to give this guy transcoding options. Don't know. Happy for it, gives me more of a chance. Probably not with the Outer Worlds because of so many other people streaming and that, but yeah, well that's enough about me, let's get back into the Outer Worlds. I know people will complain if they watch this video on YouTube or on Twitch later on, or even Twitch now, that I'm talking too much about myself, but yeah. Also, apologies if I cough a bit, I seem to have a dry throat today. Winter's coming thick and fast and all that. I have decided what I'm going to do with the drugs. I'm going to give them to Abernathy. It feels like the right thing to do, to give them to Abernathy. I can't open this, okay. I mean, nobody's here, right? So... I've also worked out how the medicine works. Everything that's in this gets added to the inhaler, so yeah, it's there. I don't know why I didn't spot that and why I failed to read that or take it in whenever I was going through the first part of the game, but yeah, it is there. I should really take that adrenal, right? I guess I'm learning I don't like this town, so I don't mind stealing some stuff to get back at the man. I guess we can already tell what way I'm going to play this game in terms of the corporation, that kind of thing. It's a pretty nice poster. I mean, Abernathy does seem sick. And as I say, she seems a bit untrustworthy.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
So I can't view that conversation again that I had with her and over Abernathy. What was it she said? She wanted to give the stuff to other people? Sure, I'll pick up some dehydrated water tablets. Alright, okay. I guess first major choice, give it to Abernathy.
Talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
This might be a bad idea, but oh, okay, right, so I have the medical thing. Oh, let's
I
question.
don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
I mean, the fact that she'll give me more money for it just says that it's the okay, fuck it.
Life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
I'm more interested in finding out his secret, I guess.
You'd really sprat me out? For what? A couple of extra bits? Here, take it then. Nothing like a good hit of anthracillin. Feels like warm, liquid sunlight running through your veins.
Maybe he's a druggie, actually. Okay, well, we've got more perk points than that we can sort out, so... Okay, so the heavy power armor decreases. Our stealth. Our sneaking, our hacking. Okay, well, increase that too. See, I kind of don't want to increase fight stuff too much because I get, you know, like I've got base guns still at the moment. Yeah, okay, let's apply. Okay, right. Perks. It's 5 available in the first tier, right, and then it moves on, is what I believe happened. So, okay, so we've already got high maintenance. Could do fast travel while encumbered. Could increase base health. We'll increase base health.
I've got some time. I can't say I'm pleased, but what's done is done.
Okay, well. So what have we got left as far as stuff goes? We've got the die robot thing. Regions near thermal plant. But again, I need a passcode from Reed Thompson who runs the town. Okay, so I need to go to Reed Thompson for everything. Right, I want to go outside the town first again, okay? There is I want to go and take on. Do you remember the guys that killed me in the first stream? I want to go and take them on. Take them the fuck out. I might also go back to our buddy that we first met up in the mountains, see if he got out alright, or if we can like, come back and rescue him and take him back, the guy that was injured. Okay, we'll follow this road. This was the road we were meant to take. Do enemies respawn at these points is what I really wonder. I imagine I've taken like everything from this area. I hear. Oh, it's a primal. Oh shit. What's that? Tell you what, right, we'll save here. You know, scum save. Just in case. I want to see what they're like to take on. You know, learn and all that. Oh shit! Where is this bastard? Oh fuck, okay. Okay. Take some primal hides, that wasn't so bad. It's tough, it used a lot of bullets, but we already have plenty of heavy ammo, so... Am I over encumbered? Yeah, I'm over encumbered, right. Okay, what can we get rid of? It's 3 weight, so break that down, I guess. Break this down too. What other armor do we have here? Okay, that's 16. mean, the weight of these isn't that much, right? The frozen dinners seem to weigh the most. What does the dehydrated water do? Excuse me, God. You think I'm gonna die with this current cough? Right, sliced bread there. Okay. Okay, so I can mod some armor. Okay, I've got that. I've got to think about that. Gyro sight. Magnum. Okay, increases magazine size. Nice. Okay, we can get the workbench on the ship, I guess, and oh shit, more of them coming. Right, why? Oh shit. Yeah, I need to get out of here. Oh, fuck, fuck. Oh, they're gonna fuck me over. Okay. Yeah, once you get hit by one of those rocks, then you really get fucked over by continuing with it. Alright, let's continue back and see where we were saved. Okay, so it's here, so I have to start the fights all over again. Okay. Focus on taking on this brute. So what was that about anyway damage? I wasn't reading right. Codex. Combat. End-rate damage. End-rate damage. You've taken end-rate damage. This damage bypasses armor and does damage over time to you and your companions close to you. The more end-rate damage you take, the more damage it inflicted. Okay, so we'll go back and do what we did before, which was get rid of that. And we got rid of some of this armor. And I could get rid of another one of these helmets, right? Is that an assault rifle? Okay, right, that's... weapons. It's a fucking assault rifle. Are these all light ammo? Yeah, they're... okay, so... okay, right, we will swap that in for... maybe if I had had that before, it might have helped with some fights. Another one. Break that one down. Get some of those sweet, sweet weapon parts. Shit, they're waking up. Oh shit! Okay, let's just go. Oh. Game lagging all of a sudden. Oh shit! Fuck you, buddy. Okay.
Damn marauders are out of control.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Are these gonna stop me from going back to our buddy? And where? Let's have a look at the map. We haven't looked at the map yet. Okay, that's the community center. Even the music's lagging in this part of the game. Grove. I came in from in here, was it? Alright, we'll see how much better we are at fighting now if we take on these guys. It's just the two. Save scumming again. Do you guys have heavy armor or what? Or am I just terrible with the shotgun? Okay, yeah, I think my armor needs fixed up pretty heavily. Yeah, it's down to 62%. Some headshot damage too. Right, well, we can get to our workbench at some point. Try the assault rifle and see how it goes. Some Adreno. Plasma rifle, you say? Interesting, right. Let's go and junk some stuff then. So I've got a couple of these sentry sabers now and they're all the same. Get rid of one of these pistols too. I have energy ammo, which would be for the plasma rifle, right? Okay. So we have that. We'll need to go and repair our stuff. Pretty full up. Need to start considering like putting some stuff in the energy cell. Right, I need to consider putting some stuff in the what do you call it? In our ship. Where are we on the map? Okay. I guess we'll go see Reed Thompson. Wait, the workbench is around the back, right? I think we should go to the workbench first, fix up our stuff. Then come back. So if we repair... Okay, Alright, I want... That's for the assault rifle. Yeah, sure, we'll increase that. Add that mod. Add the gyro sight. We've got nothing else to add here. Wait, why can I not, equip? Does it take up 2 slots? Okay, that was weird. I haven't modified either shotgun or thing. Okay. Right, well, hopefully I made the right choices. Right, so it's just inside the main door of the cannery and up the lift to see Reed Thompson, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Any food, it cooks.
Yeah, but Bess, the cannery cooks in sealed cans. Exact time, exact temperature.
The food swells during cooking, bursting the cans. So change the time or the temperature.
There's no controls for that. I'd have to dig into her guts, rig all manner of bypasses. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Yeah, so it has to be the sprats at this point, right?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Oh, is this my first companion?
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
You've gained a companion. They are characters that will join you in your ventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Okay.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office. Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Alright, yeah, I didn't...
He ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay.
On my way! All right, I'm on the move. Heading back.
Probably should switch my elite to,
On my way. Okay, moving out.
my elite controller to having the D-pad as the bottom thing, so might change things up a bit. Right, so yeah, this is the thing, right?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Amazing, yeah, but
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you. Our place in the universe is fixed.
Work fortifies the spirit. Our place in the universe is fixed.
Well, yeah, I guess our place in the universe is, well, it's fixed.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
How did you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? I just thought it's something else I need to be doing.
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Yeah, no time for a meeting. Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there is to
We
aspire
will
to?
eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Okay, right, well, good for you, I guess.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Doesn't depend on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute.
Yeah, sure.
But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming
so
your
what do you
goal
advise?
is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible, right? Just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of laymen's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I guess we'll go and have a look.
Where are we headed? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. It's an ideal.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Okay. Should we go and look for the book first? Okay, so hold on, where is the Okay, now we'll go and look for this book, I guess. Oh, we can fast travel too. So where is the book on the map? It's there. The companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companion. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. You can change your companion's gear. First select the item you want to swap out, and then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting the preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Okay. We'll keep Parvati with the hammer for now. Okay, well, we'll go to this collector's domicile. Should probably be... Ooh, what's going on down here? Nope.
That's gotta hurt. We did it.
Okay, Okay, so where'd that other person die down here? Some more Adreno, nice, we're really building up in the Adreno again, which is a plus. Marauder ringleader, huh? Roddy, come back. Good thing I'm not doing a supernova, or I should be already dead. Sure, I'll take the light machine gun. I need some more heavy ammo, so I will switch back to... What's going on? Why is the game freezing up? Alright, yeah. I'm still pressing the paddles as if they were the old buttons. Ooh. Alright, we already checked all these for stuff, right? What's in the light machine gun? It takes light ammo itself? Okay. I mean, obviously it's a light machine gun, I guess. It should. Tell you what, I'll swap that in, yeah, for the thing. It might come in handy for more fights. What's the thing on it? We're encumbered, so start scrapping things again. I should have a few trip blades that I could scrap. Get in here.
Something you need?
Close that door behind you, Parvati. Right, so we've already taken all that stuff. Right, so we can get rid of a load of these. Because I've got a few spacer sabers still, right? Get rid of the trip blade. Increase the sneak by 5. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I can do perks for her instead of my own, I guess. Or is that if she levels up? If she got her own separate leveling up system.
Something you need?
Okay, so the helmet comes off if she wants to talk.
Coming back. Sure. Gotcha. I'm on my way.
Terminal Clement Eldridge. Alright, from J. Bartelli. Or Bartel. Clement, your theories. I find I most disagree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened up for us, I believe Halcyon and all other colonies in the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of the Earth Minister if they had the choice in the matter? Jefferson, of course, I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind really thrives is to be found out there amongst the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporation. The high cost of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. Read everything there. Okay. Small bit more lore to our energy brew. Right. We'll check what's upstairs first before we Okay, so I need another mag pick for that. Collector's letter. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop in the community centre selling rare memorabilia. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books mouldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cove by the river. Okay. Alright, well, let's go up and do the mag pick, I guess. Excuse me. Impact hammer. Interesting. Kind of amazes me how close the Marauders are to the town. Primals. What's this? Fuck, let's go this way. Suppose I could shoot them. Companion perks. Your companion is level up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see available perks. Okay. Light ammo. Getting a lot of light ammo now.
Yeah, huh?
Alright, sure, let's go and level up Parvati. Increase the companion's maximum health by 30%. Increase the maximum amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them more likely to attack this companion. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack this companion. Sure, let's increase the engineering skill. Okay. And she seems to be an engineer, right? So I'll probably take her along a bit. For any engineering things, right? And I want to, I own skill points to take. So, with that being said... Location hit effects. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. Power and sweep attacks. Level that up a bit, and yeah, I need to... Oh, yeah, I need to... You unlock time location hits for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see different effects. Hits to the chest provide different effects when using different weapons. Okay, yeah. That's pretty much exactly what I want. Melee power attacks. By holding down the attack button, you charge up an overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. Doing this charge up during a standard attack will prepare a strong sweep attack that can hit multiple enemies in front of you and is hard to avoid. Sounds good to me. Okay, inventory. Okay, yeah, so weapon parts that don't use... Yeah, so I've got a good bit of stuff that I can sell. We get rid of that, and then that should get us more weapon parts, and then go and worry about some other stuff later on.
Okay, calm quiet.
Taste of freedom. Or taste the freedom. Okay, shall we go to the general store and see if we can sell some of this stuff that we have a lot of? Get some more bits. Maybe sell that primal hide. I'm sure we'll get more as things go on. I haven't even visited the constable yet.
Abernathy's chipper today. Guess he wasn't playing.
Boss likes to tell us plague's the state of mind. Nothing like a good hit of anthracillin. Feels like warm, liquid sunlight running through your veins.
Okay. Alright, so Parvati doesn't close the door behind her.
Had your rations yet?
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
I thought that was another,
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident. Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Music to my ears.
Okay. Does he take any primal hide? Oh, so it's not even like per I mean, should I sell this all? don't know whether the tossball cards will be worth more elsewhere. It's
not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
I guess maybe sell the heaviest
Music
stuff.
to my ears.
Right. That's not too heavy. So that's not weight per item, it's everything combined, okay.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Okay. Alright, let's go see the vicar.
Inside the walls today.
Hey. Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You're overreacting a bit, don't you think? Sure.
Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Plague-riddled Blackwater, what happens to your crap about leading your flock?
Those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind. Well, he seems a bit of a dick, so what's in it for
Free
me?
spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Of course, I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think? Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Okay. I think I will call it there. Got another good 90 minutes going. But yeah, now I guess it's about going to see Adelaide and sorting out that whole thing. I assume that's all the quests we've got left. Oh no, we've got the robot quest, but that's also going to be at the geothermal plant, so we can do that as part of the thing. So it will be going to deliver Reed's message next to Adelaide. Actually, no, we should probably go and see the constable next. I'll need to try and remember that. I'm going to go and see the constable. I'll be back later on. I might do some other stuff. I might do some Call of Duty later on today as well. Get some deep into some games and fucking stream a lot at this rate. Yeah. Catch y'all later. Should be early evening. I might do Call of Duty first and then switch to thing to end out the evening. Do Call of Duty while I still have some energy and not do it too late at night like I always seem to do. Right, okay, see you later.